Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun.
Okay, let's try this again. All right, that's far enough. We got plenty there. Now there's one little screw up. Oh man, leave it to me, you know. Can you see it? Yeah, it took me a while to see it too. It's on the wrong side. Okay, fine. And we probably got enough to do the other side, but that's going to be on another day. I am done. Let's clean it off a little bit. We'll take it over and have a look at it. Okay, we slide it in here nice and neat. And our slider's on the other side, and there's no way to get to them. Now maybe, no, there's no way to get to them. All right, well, it's a good start. I think everything's going to work out just about right. That's centered right there. And that is, actually that's a little high. So, you know, we'll have to readjust, see what we got. And we'll see you probably tomorrow. We're going into town, have a little lunch at the local restaurant. Ooh, and just hang out. Okay, we got ourselves a silicone bronze rod here that we got from another project, oh, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. And this was the scrap left over, so we're going to cut a couple of slices, well, actually just one slice out of it, and go from there. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm ready to go for that. Okay, we got our piece. Now we're going to square up both sides. I've cut the other side, and now we're going to square up this side and get our thickness going. And I probably should have some glasses for that, just so I can see. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm thinking we could take it down a little further. The question is do we need to? I don't think we need to. All right, we're going to stop there. Pull our coin out. It's squared up on both sides. So now what we want to do is cut an end until we get the length we want, and then we'll have to saw the width. Let's see here. So there's about the length, but you know, I want it to be longer because I want to be able to sharpen it. Stuff like that. So let's just put it in. I'm thinking we could just kind of kick it up high like that. That might work. right, that looks pretty good. We've got a fair amount of extra material there. The question is it going to be enough? All right, let's take it further. All right, that's we got it fairly squared up. I got that one little corner there, but I'm going to have to make those ends pointed anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to deburr that real quick like. Come on. Okay, let's get a saw. We're going to saw this off, and hopefully we're going to come up with two pieces there. Okay, our size is, I think it's 3/8. 308. Let's make sure we're on 0. We're not on 0. .310. It's an odd size. So we're going to take it to 320. And really it's not critical because we want to cut it off anyhow. But I also want to have enough room to get a second piece out of that. Well, that's what I get for using a dull blade. That sucker climbed all over the place. Look at that. Oh, man. Well, it might not be too bad. Looks like we just barely made it. Okay. So we just barely made it. We'll come back in and square that up. Let's deburr this. It's wide enough, but boy, just barely. Okay, good. So it's wide enough. That's all we need. So I think it's time to get rid of that blade because that sucker's pretty well worn out. Okay, so all right, that's got to come out anyhow because we got to square that sucker up. And let's go find ourselves a new blade and get rid of this piece of junk. I remember the last time I used this was on some super hard metal. So it deserves to be retired. Okay, we got a brand new blade in there. Okay. All right, so first thing we got to do is tighten the bolt. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's good for that. Maybe just a little bit lower. I like it. Works much better with a sharp blade. Okay, so you can take this out. And we still got enough for another one if something goes wrong. We want to put a spacer in, or parallels in. I'll tell you, the silicone bronze is some sticky stuff. It does not want to cut loose. I think what we can do is just put these two together. Now let's get rid of the cutter. Put our bit back in. We want to make sure we're not going too far here. Yeah, we got a ways to go. Not too much to go. What's our width? .310, and this width is 345, 344. So we've got 30 thousandths. Let's do it 10 at a time. Okay, take another measurement. And we're at 312 right now. And it looks like that corner's not real happy. So we're going to take that 2 and maybe one more. But this can be our corner that we have to taper down anyhow. Let's see what that looks like. Perfect fit. Okay. Yeah, this whole edge is all boogered up. But we got a good fit. Nice and snug. I think once we deburr a little bit, it'll all fit just right. Yeah, nice slide. Just a little rough, but you know, I'm sure we can work that out by the time we get to the end. Okay, so now, oh, let's make sure the other one's gonna slide in. That's a little bit. Yep, good one. Okay, so that part's done. All right, so now what we want to do is come into the center and cut a slot so this thing can slide back and forth or up and down. And we need to do that with a much narrower parallel. All right. Clean things off. oil. And that's just a little wide, and I'm not too adverse to having a bit wide. Maybe not that wide. And that's a bit narrow. So we could actually go up and down, up, turn around, come back, make it wide enough to give us what we want. Not going to be much room for it, but it'll work. And there's center. Okay. So we're going to leave about, a ½ inch on the bottom, and we'll just do the whole top part. There it is. Okay, so we're going to go 20 thousandths. Let's come back to 0. Bring it up. Take it out. And that's a pretty good slide. Okay.